Lowe's knows how to get you ready for holiday hosting with up to 35% off select home decor. And get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, members get free delivery, haul away, basic installation, parts, and a 2-year Lowe's protection plan when you spend $2,500 or more on select LG major appliances. Valid through 10/1. Member offer excludes Massachusetts, Maryland, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and Florida. Installed by independent contractors. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for more details.
This is Out Loud and Laughing. Well, good day, Brian. How are you doing?
Good evening, John. How are you?
You're just so official when it comes to the position of the sun, I have to tell you. You're like my human sundial.
Time matters.
If it wasn't for you and my meatloaf, I wouldn't know what time it was.
Oh, we're having meatloaf tonight?
Yeah. Keto meatloaf.
What kind of meatloaf? Keto meatloaf. Only John would make keto meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Well, I'm over here having chicken fingers off the floor.
When you're eating by yourself, Brian, you have to just keep it snatched, honey, because for those moments that you do want to throw a dinner party, you do not want to be waddling around that kitchen, So
That's like a headline that will never happen. Keto meatloaf gets you snatched.
on this month's cover of
No, it reminds me of like a recipe that they would have made on like Rosie O'Donnell. Remember her TikTok show?
God, right before painting like purple walls on Trading Spaces.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show, Trading Spaces?
I'm getting clips on my TikTok of Trading Spaces, and it is insane to me what was acceptable back then.
I mean, just the way people make homes, or made homes, try to decorate homes back then, to me was hysterical. I saw a meme just last night that says, it had a video of one of these makeover shows, and it says, no wonder Gen X paints everything white.
Literally, she was redoing a bathroom, and she was just like, it just needs more color. And so she's like, and it needs to be functional. So she took a shower curtain, she put a ton of hooks on the outside of the shower curtain, and just hung a bunch of different loofahs, different colors. She was like, now it's colorful, and now you have your loofahs. And I'm like, when those dry, they're gonna be dripping on the. I don't understand. So I did my bathroom that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So are you liking that new design?
So it's great.
I'm obsessed. Well, speaking of bathrooms, speaking of keto meatloaf, what is the one thing that comes in common? When you host a dinner party, you have to show people where the bathroom is. So now I'm thinking like dinner parties. I'm embarrassed for your bathroom, but like if we were to throw a dinner party. Is there anybody that you would invite that we couldn't necessarily just easily give a phone call to? Like, I'm thinking somebody in the LGBTQ plus community or somebody who's deceased and no longer with us. Like, kind of one of those, like, kindergarten prompts. Like, if you could do this with one person, who would it be? Who would it be with? Do you have a list like that in your head ever?
I think so. I think I need to set the stage.
Yeah,
first,
set us the stage.
Because I need to understand. No, I need you to help me set the stage because. What kind of dinner is this? Is this like a very refined 6-course meal? Or is this like, we're going to Chili's, we're having a Kiki, we're getting a margarita?
I really
like
this vibe and I like this prompt. And I think the answer should be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, the answer should be yes. No, give the name of the person and then what kind of dinner do you imagine it being?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm starting with the plus because I want to be inclusive.
Okay.
But I think if I go to dinner with this person, who is no longer with us, by the way, so she won't eat that much.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for the world's loss, to be honest, because I want to have dinner with Joan Rivers.
Ooh, that is a great one to kick off with. Yeah.
Right? I actually, she pops into my head from time to time. She must haunt me because I think that she was so good for the community because she didn't give a shit.
About anybody,
but she did give a shit about people, right? Like, she didn't give a shit about any, like, specific people when it came to making fun of them. But from an LGBTQ community, like, advocate, I feel like she was very much in our corner.
Well, I always find it funny the people who end up getting on our dinner party lists. Like, people like Joan Rivers, who, if you look back at her past too, especially in her earlier years and as she was emerging, before she got our dinner invite,
yeah,
she also like dealt with a lot of like being a woman in comedy, she had to deal with sort of a lot of kickback there.
Yeah.
She wasn't the most beautiful thing in Hollywood. She talks about that and makes fun of herself there. And so, based off of like the standards of Hollywood, quote unquote. So I respect her, and I actually would love to sit down and have these kind of conversations with her, because I feel like the advocates that stand up for us are the ones who have also gone through something. So I find
100%. I think the problem is with like a Joan Rivers coming to a fancy
say what's on the
meal
menu.
is like that. No, well, that nose has been done so many times, it probably would have fallen off into the soup. So she would definitely be an Applebee's Kiki girl
Okay,
with me.
sounds good. Okay, so she's got like little chicken spicy lips, and you guys are gonna eat just off of the BOGO menu.
Nope. Me and her are doing the 2 for 30. We get the appetizer, we get the entree, we get the dessert.
What's the song, Brian? What's the Applebee's country song? 'Cause you're dead. Yeah, you don't know this?
No, I only know the chili song.
No, well, there's like a whole oh God, I really wish I can find the lyrics for that quickly, because that's a good one. But that's gonna be you and Joan Rivers.
Yeah. Who you
Who
got?
do I got? Mine, probably, definitely not dead yet, but probably soon to be. She's prepared to be dead for a long time, but
Oh, wow,
Cher.
okay.
I
Cher.
put her in the same camp. When you were talking about Joan Rivers, all I can think about is Cher as well, because while Joan Rivers' medium was comedy, Cher's was music, and they sort of have also faced similar retribution from the community, and I can just see Cher really liking an Applebee's. So why don't we just do a double date? You and Joan, me and Cher.
I would share a date with Cher at Applebee's.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
It's very much of a Cher economy. But
A Cher
you like that,
economy.
right? But you don't remember
love
that
it.
song, though? I just got the lyrics for it, 'cause I had to come back with it. It was the one that's like, yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the...
Oh, yes. I thought it was like in a jingle for the Applebee's commercial. I'm thinking like on the chili ones, like, you know, and then NSYNC did it.
Oh.
I mean, listen. Who else? Okay, so if I'm gonna think about more refined, I kind of want to learn, right? Like I want it to be like a conversation that's a little bit
Oh,
deeper.
so you're now attributing the food to the quality of the conversation?
I'm attributing the food to the elevation of the conversation,
okay.
right? If you're having like a very like escargot like meal, you're not going to talk about like who you raw dogged the night before. You might, but I think you're going to talk a little bit more about like the future of our community and where we see things going and how we support each other. Here are my 3.
Okay.
Laverne Cox, Elliot Page, and George Takei.
George Takei.
Exactly. I'm going to learn that at my dinner party.
You just start mispronouncing everything, like all the food items too. So this evening I'm serving chicken teriyaki.
And this is why I belong at Chili's, John.
Well, the only reason why I know that is because of because George Takei was the first out like guy on Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
And he was on Will and Grace a long time ago.
So what you're getting interesting transitions, obviously, with Laverne Cox and Elliot. Trans women, trans man, which is awesome and like really interesting to kind of deep dive into. And then George just has like a Rolodex of history, right? Like I feel like even just beyond the LGBTQ plus part, like he was on Star Trek. Like he is just like there's a lot there.
But his stories are out of this world. That was the first joke I had. The second joke I had was you said you just said something about him. I don't know. I had a dick joke there too, but I'll move on. It's okay.
Do we think George has a big dick?
God no. No, God no.
He can't. He might.
Did you see?
Sometimes you get surprised.
Did you see how big that starship was? I mean, he was definitely.
That was some big ship energy.
Big ship. He has BSE, big ship energy, not BDE.
But like going to my first 2, like
Laverne and Elliot are
like,
great
those are
guesses.
right? And I don't know why. I feel like they would be good together. Not like together, but at the same dinner
I think what's
party.
really interesting is that you start to like overlap a ton of different sort of experiences in that realm. I know George Takei also dealt with like Japanese internment camps in this country. I know that Laverne has dealt with not only trans rights but black rights, and then Elliot Page, while he has had to deal with like the transitioning of things, I think that there might be an interesting story around privilege and white privilege there as well. So I think like
Totally.
the Asian, black, white sort of like experience in this country, like overlapping with sort of the the same veil of an LGBTQ experience would be make for an exceptional dinner. I mean, I'll just have to just be
Yep.
mindful of anything too gassy or flatulent. So no beans.
Okay. Lots of water.
Keep it moving.
I'm thinking the reason why I also love this is like I'm touching all the colors of the rainbow culturally. Like we have Laverne, black, Elliot, super white, George, Asian, and me, Cuban boy. So we're all just like having a kiki and we're all just like, yeah, girl, we are DEI to the
You
fullest, you
guys are
know?
like if a restaurant had a daily special, you guys would be like the Sunday where all the daily specials made it into like a super daily special.
Like, yeah, like all the soups every day, but then on Sunday, all the soups are
Yes, we
available.
tonight we're featuring the tomato crab bacon bisque. Excuse me.
We literally just put all of the leftover soups into a bucket and delightful. Um, I think the sad part about this for you is that I wouldn't invite you to this party because I feel like five is just an odd number, but I would let you serve us our
You know
meal.
what you just showed, Brian? How smart you are, because five is an odd number.
It's just a weird number.
It's actually odd.
It's actually an odd number.
Am I allowed to have a dinner party, and am I allowed to invite any guests? Because I'm feeling really lonely over here.
I mean, you have your
I've
meatloaf.
got meatloaf burning in the oven right now, and I've got a list burning a hole in my pocket.
All right, give me a name or names.
Yeah, I don't know how we went to the super soaker dinner party so quickly with you, but that's amazing. Dolly Parton.
Oh, you love her.
I love me some Dolly Parton. Can I tell you why I love Dolly Parton?
Tell me.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
I
you.
am.
I love Dolly Parton because of the people who follow her, in my opinion, are a
Okay,
cohort of people from two very different walks of life. You have
I understand this.
you have people who are drawn to country music and the stories of the South that she tells so well in
Mm,
all of her music,
mm,
and I love it.
okay.
Mixed in with all the people who are just tantalized and drawn into the sequins and the spectacle and the specialness that is Dolly Parton. And those two audiences have two very different views on the world. And those two audiences have sort of catapulted this woman into super world stardom. And I love that every single time she has the opportunity to address either big themes like politics or her own sort of viewpoints on rights and things like that, that she always and has always leaned on the one North Star, which I think is going to be the only thing that ever gets us out of this turmoil, which is love. She always focuses on love, the way she's loved her family, the way
So
she's loved her
beautiful.
career, the way she's loved her the way that she shares back. I mean, the woman is always like just philanthropically giving back. So my dinner party would be Dolly Parton, and it would have to be some like really good down home Southern good cooking. I'm talking like collard greens and you know what I mean,
Mm.
just really good stuff. Black eyed peas, but come on, Dolly.
So so somewhat refined, I
It
guess.
it
You,
would be it would definitely be like a nod up to Southern cooking for sure.
yeah, I think your meal with Dolly Parton would be very different than my meal with Dolly Parton. I would tell the girl to get her titties out and we're going to Chili's.
she and she and she
Like,
probably would love
and she
that. Yeah.
would. You know, I feel like that's my Dolly. Is like, nope, I want you to just like run into. I'm gonna make her run into Chili's so she's bouncing, and I want that wig to be flying. I want by the end of the night for her makeup to be dripping. I want some French fries stuck in that hair, and I want ketchup on
Did you
that
guys have a
titty.
food fight?
I mean, mean, it's Chili's. It kind of happens.
You know, it's funny. I think she would totally be down for that. She always says, how expensive it is to cost this. How expensive it costs to look this cheap. She always says. And that's my life at Chili's. I'm like, I've worked so hard in my life so that when I walk through these doors, nothing on that menu is I know.
So then, like, okay, we've done some refined party. That's fine. We've gone to the Chili's because there's no dinner party for me without going to Chili's. But I'm thinking, who's invited to your after party?
Oh, boy. You know,
A
yeah,
boy.
definitely.
Literally
definitely
a boy.
I don't know. I want some, like, old school Hollywood A-list. I want some A-list vibes.
You gotta think relevant. No, you gotta think sooner because you want that to be fresh.
Oh, it's fresh. Trust me. I want some Neil Patrick Harris in my life.
Okay.
I really.
That's not old.
No, I'm Dookie Howser, like the OG Dookie Howser. Like I'm talking like he's
Yeah, but he was a kid.
been
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
has
I
the
get
stories. This is what I want. Exactly. Not old. You're completely right. Sorry, NPAH, if you're here listening. Like my bad. No, I just meant I want somebody with all the stories. I want somebody with all the things, so that we can just once and for all, just put it all to rest.
You want a Doogie Houses Zaddy. I got you.
I want my
got you.
housey to be a little dookie, if you understand what I mean. Does that work?
God, no.
No.
No. Okay, top of my list, easy. Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey, tell me more.
Well, accent.
Fair.
Very, very handsome and charming. But then also just freaking hot.
Who is the guy? So Jonathan Bailey for sure, but in the same vein of Jonathan Bailey, I want oh god, he's just so cute, Jonathan Bailey. He could be the bridge to all my Bridgerton moments.
I'm trying to think who you're thinking. Someone
Yeah,
else?
I'm thinking of the guy who was from Looking, and who was also the king in Hamilton. Do you know who I'm talking about? And he was also in Frozen. It's Jonathan Groff.
Oh, Jonathan Groff.
Love me some Jonathan Groff. Jonathan Groff can anything, any day. He can come over for dinner. He can just come over. He can just come. I don't care. Like, just one of them. Jonathan Groff.
Okay, I got you.
Is that a dessert party, not a dinner party?
I mean, it's the after
The
party.
after party. Past hors d'oeuvres.
What about someone a little more relevant like Lil Nas X?
I'm afraid that he would not.
He's a bad
He would
boy.
not follow the dress code, if there was a dress code.
Or he just wouldn't wear anything. And that is the dress code for the after party, John.
What? Wear nothing? Stomp down the street in your boots and your underwear?
Yes.
Now, I do this every night, by the way. Very relaxing. But I do it in the comfort of my own apartment, okay? While I'm cooking keto meatloaf. Be careful. Very, very unsafe. Wear an apron.
This keto meatloaf situation.
Yeah. But did you see this video of Lil Nas X? Did you actually watch the video?
Yeah. I didn't.
You have to go watch it. It's it's
Okay.
rich. It's rich. I mean, you've got to be on some really quality stuff to be talking to the camera in the state that you're in at the hour of the day that it is, knowing with the celebrity that you have. Listen, I've gotten into my little spats of trouble in my lifetime, and each time that I've gotten busted, be it like through the cops or whatever, like I act the best. As if like there is something to come in my future of me being like, famous or whatever, and somebody comes back to like, dig through my stuff. Lil Nas X was just going for it. I mean, just like stomping like a horse on the loose. It was amazing.
I'm in. I would have some Lil Nas X.
I think he was on the way to your dinner
At
party.
my party. Yeah, I think I would also invite. I don't know how you think about these two. Like, we have some funny people now in our world of LGBTQ. Like a Mateo Lane, so hot. Would bring him into the fold. Even like Bowen Yang, Saturday Night Live. He's doing really well. I don't know. I feel like some of these are cute boys who could also come to the after party.
Bowen Lang on RuPaul's Drag Race on the dating game always cracks me up. I think that who was the first one that you just said?
Mateo
Oh,
Lane.
Mateo Lane. I watch him all the time on all the channels. I actually think that you and I probably started following him before he like elevated a little bit. I was getting him into my algorithm
Maybe
really
he wants.
early.
Maybe he'll want to join our podcast, Mateo
Oh,
Lane.
I mean, is this gay? Yeah, if Mateo Lane doesn't join it, it would be gay.
Yeah, literally.
No, I love his work. Actually, he was really funny. He was talking yesterday about being in Paris and about gay people, and he said that how he feels straight in Paris because even the straight men are gayer than the gay men in
All of
America.
it.
So yeah, bonsoir, he says very deep in his deep voice.
I mean,
So Mateo Lane, are you coming over for crepes then? Is that what I'm hearing?
yeah, he can just come over. Listen, go do your meatloaf. Go eat your meatloaf. Don't do your meatloaf because that's a whole different
I
picture
was
now
just
in
gonna
the
say.
head. And if you are, let it cool off first, because there's no judgment here. But yeah. And anything else you want to say?
Yeah, before we leave, if you had to send out one invite that you think that you wouldn't get a response to, who would it be? Not because they're dead, but because they didn't want to come.
Oh, jeez. Well, if they don't want to come, then I want them over.
Mine would be Oprah. Oprah would never come to my dinner party.
I think yours would also be Cher and Dolly Parton.
I think yours would be your entire fucking list. Get out of here. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
This was Out Loud and Laughing. We're available everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.